Alright, sup nerds, we're going to talk about something today that's pretty fucked, let's be honest. So, when we think about the new reboot's biggest disaster, there's two things that come to mind. The CGI, and what set us up for that CGI. Now, the CGI itself was pretty bad, but if we were expecting it, I don't think it'd have been that bad. But I think the blame definitely goes to the reboot wall. The reboot wall was fucked. It was awful. I don't know whose idea it was to make the reboot wall the way it was. Why would you do that? Who told you that was a good idea? So, the old reboot wall had a load of graffiti and the rebooting symbol, and then it had the blue side for the last two games, 3 and 4, and then it had the orange side for the first two games, for 1 and 2. I'm going to put the flippy clip in because he explains it a little better here.
Well, so far, just from looking at this wall, we're kind of falling into the middle to old school category. I don't think it was an accident. I think it was a really clever design choice to have a gradient overlay that blends the colors together. And I hope that's a hint that they're trying to ground themselves more towards their roots, while also keeping the outrageous fun factor.
So basically what he's saying there is that the way the colours worked was to show us an indication of where this game's going to be set. And I think that was a really good design choice, like Flippy said as well. It kind of set the tone for the game, but then every single thing afterwards didn't. All this different graffiti that went around made us feel like this game was going to be for the OG fans. All the graffiti around, you know, the way they like marketed it really like pushed that we were going to be getting a more OG game opposed to the new style. And I'd argue that this reboot does lean towards the new style more than OG. Like, it's quite obvious, but it does have some OG elements. So I suppose, while not being entirely, like, untruthful, a lot of people were expecting Saints Row's Gangster to come back. And I think it's safe to admit that not many people got what they wanted. So now, I'm not completely saying that this wall was awful. It had some very cool references to Saints Row, and I really think it did have some truth to it, but they just made the truth so hard to actually find. It was more of a mystery what game we were going to be getting. And the mystery we all thought that was going to be the answer was an OG one, and it wasn't. It was a really hard, like, split, but it feels like they pushed the OG thing so much and then just didn't give us what we wanted. So the CGI comes out, and everyone slanders this reboot wall. Now, I'm not going to lie. I milked the shit out of this reboot wall, okay? I got so many views, bro. I'm saying that this reboot wall single-handedly put me on the map. Most people know me for the reboot wall. But, yeah, I can't lie. I do owe at least my channel to the reboot wall. I know, how crazy is that? Saints Row's biggest mistake was what started my channel. Oh, no. Fuck, man. But yeah, it was quite a big bombshell. A lot of people were very upset with the marketing team, and it actually made them rethink their marketing strategy instantly. I've never seen a mess up this bad. It was blatantly misleading. I mean, sure, there were fragments of truth mixed in there, but the entire reboot wall just made us all think OG was coming back, and it just wasn't. Now, the reason I say this, and the reason I want to talk about why the marketing around the reboot wall era was so bad is, half of the people who got to play the game early and have seen the game's footage didn't know Saints Row was Saints Row in the trailer. So, the reboot wall not only didn't explain what the CGI was about, neither did the gameplay. The CGI was a really big mess, and I want to like cover the CGI in a completely different video. But the reboot wall was what led us to that CGI, and I'm pretty sure that if this reboot wall had been completely fresh, kind of like, you know, Saints Row, the way it has been for the last few games, if they had just gone and made it completely honest and made it, like, just explain to us that it's just another Saints Row 5, I feel like people wouldn't have even been that mad. Like, imagine that we were all expecting Saints Row 5 to just, like, be another Saints Row 3 style game, you know, because, I mean, this one's mixed with 3 and 2, but it's more 3, I'd say. Imagine if we were just expecting that, and it wasn't a big shock to the system. It'd be so much better. But this stupid wall, bro, had the stupid yellow everywhere, and it made us all think the OG game was coming back of all this, like, old school graffiti. It made us think Gangster is here, and then Gangster wasn't here. Gangster was so far away. Gangster's all the way back in 2008, bro. I'm telling you, Gangster's gone. Gangster's last decade. It's like 2 decades. Gangster's gone, bro. Gangster's gone over to different games. We're just with Saints Row. And now, look, I don't mind that. Quite frankly, I love Saints Row, and I've loved every single installment, gangster or not gangster. So, I don't care. That's blatantly how I am. People will get there, and they'll get mad, and they'll get really angry. I just don't care. I really, 100% I just don't care. Like, if Saints Row's gangster or not, I'm going to have a fun time playing the game. But to the OG community, this was such a slap in the face. Because they all had been holding out for a gangster game. Like, literally just praying that the next game would be Gangster. And they finally thought they got it, bro. They cock-teased the OG community and then kicked them in the balls. It was literally the biggest just fuck-up in Saints Row's marketing ever. It has to be. I can't think of anything else that's gone as bad, besides maybe the CGI, which I want to talk about in another video. But yeah, the Reboot War was a bit of a flop. No one liked it, and I think it really didn't set the tone the way we wanted. It was just bad. It was objectively bad. And I hope that Saints Row, as a franchise, can learn from this and never make some dumbass mistake like this. Do not mislead your fans, because then you get dislike ratios like the CGI, which if the CGI dropped by itself and it wasn't just with the Reboot War, no one would be mad. Genuinely, I don't think a single person mad. I made my own fans think Gangster was coming back because I thought Gangster was coming back. And I was excited because I like the Gangster games. Just as much as I like the new ones, I probably prefer the Gangster ones, actually. But how can I defend this wall when it misled me and it misled my subs? This wall was a fuck up. Don't do it again, Deep Silver. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. As you can see, I'm in a pretty good mood today. So, you know, dab. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like, comment. You know, I'm trying to get my views up because, I'll be honest, I left for a little while and now my views are so low. So, come on. Go. Subscribe. Anyway, Christmas merch. I want to talk about that real quick. We have got Christmas merch on the AJ channel. I announced it on stream and I put a post up, but I don't know if everyone saw it. But we have now got Christmas. We can get a Santa AJ, bro, with a little hat. They're on sale now. Link will be in the bio. It's not too expensive. I don't really know prices across like countries and stuff. But where I am, I wouldn't say it's expensive. So I hope you guys are okay. I also want to work on AJ Santa hats because I think that'd be really funny. I mean, it'd be a bit of a meme thing. I wouldn't expect anyone to actually buy it, but just that it's there as a funny option would be cool. Anyway, thank you for watching. Genuinely, I'll see you next video, guys. Goodbye.